Peace. Peace, family. I'm back. Up and running. Let me just turn this down just a little bit. I didn't give out a notification, right? So let me just let the family know that I'm here. Hey. What's up, y'all? Y'all know I got some sauce for you on this Monday. Letting everybody know in the fam we here. Kisses. Bliss to you all. Let's one second. Let's get this thing going. All right. Hey. All right. Now that y'all in the building, let me see them hashtags. HOC. Hashtag gang. Hashtag. Oh, shouts out to the Dark Lordism family. Right? Hashtag fairy gang. Let me see them fairy emojis. What up? All right. So I'm testing out this new sound and camera stuff. Let me know how it's coming through for you. Am I clear? Am I crispy? Yeah or nah? 1 for yes, 2 for nah. I was just sitting there contemplating whether to go outside and take a walk, and then you popped up. Oh, I'm here. I'm back in the building. All right, so I have some exciting news, and I'm not going to give it to you until tomorrow. So brace yourselves. But today I have some good content. All right, so if you're on my personal page on Facebook, you'll see that I gave myself what is called an auricular acupuncture treatment. What that is for detoxing. It's really good for breaking any addictions with drugs, smoking. I consider stress an addiction because it gives us sometimes a little spark of life. It's like passion in a bottle. People just like, oh, stress, let me have some more, right? So I decided to give myself an auricular, meaning ear, acupuncture treatment because I was feeling a little drained, and I was like, all right, so like I'm gonna shoot my movie. I'm feeling drained. Why do I feel a little burnt out? Because I don't notice sometimes all that I'm doing. You know, I'm a mom. I have 2 children, and I'm running this thing. So I was like, now that I feel way better after that treatment, I always want to pass on the wisdom, pass on the tools for your toolkit. So burnout's a real thing. Burnout happens in relationships. Burnout happens in your education. Burnout happens in your profession. Burnout happens in one of your roles. You have been a parent. If you're a parent and you have some children who are teenagers or even adults, but you're still like trying to help them out, you may have reached a point where you just feel burnt out. Even if you have a newborn, let's just keep it real. So parenting is a role. Being a wife, being a husband, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, sometimes being a damn sibling. You're like, I don't want to be your sister anymore. Right now. Tomorrow, yes. Today, no. So how do we avoid that, right? Burnout, the way I describe it is like, it's a mixture of boredom, disappointment, and a creative block. All right? Boredom, disappointment, and a creative block. I came up with these 3 things because most times we feel burnt out from things that we decided to do. We were probably most excited to get into it in the first place, right? We're excited to take on a new career path and go to take classes or whatever. And then in the midst of us studying, we're like, I don't know if I really like this anymore, right? And the truth is, it's not that you don't like it necessarily, but then you have some disappointment, right? Around what it is that you expected to get from the experience. Or you have some disappointment in what you expected of yourself. You start getting some feedback through your grades and you're like, now I don't know if this was for me or not. Like, if I'm not doing well, maybe I'm not supposed to be doing this. And then you start to lose some steam because, self-motivation is not as common, which is why we do well to have coaches and personal trainers and doctors that we see for fevers that we can treat ourselves, all the above. We're humans. We need some support. That's just the human way. We're getting to this godly level, and at the same time, we're human. So let's just take a breath. I'm human. I too can get burnt out. But how do I avoid it? Okay? The creative block. The creative block is treated in the how. Most of my clients are asking, what's wrong? Why can't I? When will? Where will? And the best question that gets everyone frazzled is, well, how? You're saying that this can happen. You're saying when it will happen, but I don't know how. The how is the sauce of life. That's creativity. Creativity at its core is you tapped into your sexual energy. Creativity at its core is connecting that sexual energy into an open crown and you having divine inspiration. Creativity and producing something material from that is a combination of the two. So when that's blocked, it's much easier to be like, I can't do this right now. I'm feeling burnt out. Sometimes your burnout is really you doing something the same way all the time. And so the easiest way to avoid burnout is to, one, don't keep going without being curious when you get the first warning that you're headed towards burnout. We don't get burnt out overnight. Doesn't happen. Not true. Never. No one gets burnt out overnight. Okay? The first time you start to feel burnt out is the first time you should start to explore what is starting to bore you, what is disappointing, and how can you do things differently. You got that? You may not have had time to grab your notebooks, but do you got that? Right? What has you feeling disappointed? Okay? How can you do it differently? Don't ignore the first sign of when you feel like, I don't think I want to do this. Because most times you don't want to do this, whatever this is, no matter what it is, because of the way it's going, the outcome or the way to get to the outcome. Feeling like something is too hard and you're losing your wind behind it. It's more so you're not feeling the way of the air underneath your wings, right? You're not feeling the process. And so rather than just sipping on some acceptance sauce and saying, I'll just trust the process, remember, you're a creator of your life. So I don't want to just trust the process. I want to engage with creating. Once I feel that the process is not something that is feeding my spirit, this loud spirit inside is going to say, hey, pay attention. All right? I wrote a quote today, and it says, longevity. I endure that which makes me stronger, not what sucks my life force energy. That's my quote. Okay? Longevity. Sure, you're working out, it's challenging, You know it's challenging, you're going to get stronger. But it's not sucking your life force, right? Okay. You're in school, you have to take a certain number of classes, you have to endure doing the homework, sitting in the classes, taking notes. If you start to feel like it's sucking your life force energy, then you are really, really close to an official burnout. And you need to step back and do those 3 things that I said. Tune in. Is this something you truly want to do? Revisit why you began. This is with anything: school, relationships, parenting, friendships, family ships. All right, anything that you, even what you want to do for yourself. You know, maybe you decide to grow long locks and you're like, I'm not feeling doing it anymore and I want to cut my hair. Burnout. These are little things versus bigger things, but it's all relative. You feel me? All right. So you want to explore. First, you are acknowledging that the process somewhere along the way is not going the way you expected it to be, whether it's other people engaging or how you're engaging, right? 2, is the outcome of where you're going still worth the energy that you want to put behind it and what's required? Because if you want something out of life, there's going to be some energy that has to be put into it. That's just simple facts, right? So if you're not okay with the process, then you need to then ask yourself, remind yourself, why did I begin? How can I do this differently? How can I do this differently? How can I communicate where I'm at and be honest about how I feel? It's Monday. Of course, I'm going to be all in your feelings today. How are you feeling about the situation? Of course, if you're more happy and excited about something, you have more energy to exhaust towards whatever goal you have in mind. If you're feeling sad, you're feeling grief, you're feeling angry, you may feel like you want to really step back and you don't have the energy to push forward. All right? Let me know if you're following. And if so far you understand some key ways to avoid burnout. And don't forget to thumbs up this video. Are you following? Let me know. All right. All right. Now, some of you also get caught up in the doing too much. Doing too much, I categorize as you're doing what you think other people think you should be doing in order to get praise. That's when you start to feel like you're doing too much. You can also physically burn yourself out, but most people physically burn themselves out and feel it when now they've gone above and beyond what they really need to do. Because somehow it's like the adrenaline of it's like being a kid, right? You don't get tired or burnt out when you're doing too much because you're so excited. You don't feel it right away. Maybe, as an adult, you get winded, you gotta sleep, your body still's asleep. You're like, oh crap, I took a nap and I overslept. All right. But that still is like a wink of burnout. And so you want to be mindful that if the body starts telling you, okay, you're a little extra tired, you may need to take some supplements, you need to get some more rest, go get a massage, go get an acupuncture treatment, go get your hair done, go get a facial, do something totally where you're being taken care of, so that in the event that you do have a happening with something that you did not expect, you don't desire, you have the energy to keep pushing anyway. Because you would have taken that little siesta to acknowledge that the physical body had its limit. That makes sense to you too? I hope so. So as we're getting towards the end of the summer, oops, my bad. I want you all to really start to observe where your energy is. Check out your gas tank. And if you need to fill it up, take advantage of all this excess energy that's still available, but it's coming down to the juicy, juicy, juicy parts. So whatever it is that you want to do moving forward into the fall, get really clear about it so that you can harvest all of the things that you've been exerting your energy into all summer long, from earlier this year, your studies, your working out, whatever, rebuilding relationships, family reunions, you name it. So let me know if you have any questions, any specific questions, and I'm willing to give you some feedback right now, right here. I'm checking y'all out. Rosie, being at the beach is dope. Decompression 101 for sure. Especially listening to the ocean do its thing. Hey, everybody. All right. If you don't have any other questions, while there's 11 people and 11 likes, 11. Oh, no problem. Rocky. Always, man. Hey, Crystal. Welcome to the lives. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. And for the short notice, but like, I'm glad that's all working out. All right. So I'll be back. I need to check on you guys in the group and see your homework and stuff. And let me know some of the things that you're working on that you feel like you might be getting a little burnt out, so that as a group, we can all chime in and share some of the things that you do to get some energy back flowing. All right. So peace, love, and bliss to you all. Hey, love y'all. I'm out.